Hi, messing around with the manual exposure here, just between the ISO and shutter speed, and hopefully this will come out a little better because this right behind me here was blowing out really white, and I noticed in one of the videos it was so blown out you couldn't even see what side was outside the window. So I'm still learning that stuff, you know. Kind of interesting actually to keep learning stuff. It's always good to keep learning, just like when you read the Bible. Keep learning. Didn't know exactly anything I was going to talk about here. I just wanted to kind of update. I left the library yesterday after putting up the last video, and was going to stay over here. The library's like maybe a block away or something, and there's a transit center here for like a park and ride or whatever. So I crashed here for the night because I knew I wanted to get back to the library today because I got a lot more stuff to take care of. Things to try to make happen. Anyway. And I was going to just come straight over here, and then luckily I checked my tank on my diesel heater, and it was like, I don't know, maybe I'm going to guess, I maybe had a quart of diesel left in there, so I knew it wouldn't make it through the night. So then I had to burn more fuel and run a mile or two up the road to get some diesel and fill that off so I could stay warm for the night, because it got down to like 22 degrees or something here or something. I don't know. But anyway, so the furnace is still working good after getting my wiring stuff figured out and that from when my batteries were dumping, so that's good. Life may be kicking the crap out of me, but I keep moving forward and not giving up. You know, it's like when I was pretty stressed out when my batteries were dumping and stuff, you know. And like I said in my other video, when it all happened, because of everything going on, I was like really stressed out, and I couldn't even think straight to figure out the wiring. Well, because, you know, when you start looking at all these different wires and the way electricity flows and voltage, and you got your meter and it's cold, you're trying to get it going so you can have your furnace going again. So it's kind of stressing me out, and I was smart enough to take a step aside, you know, watch something on the tablet or that to get my mind elsewhere, and then go back to it. Then I got it figured out and figured a way to make things bypass it and make it safe. But anyway, that's, I don't know, getting off track again. I was travel. You know, I start talking about one thing and then end up over here and over there. So today I'm gonna head back to the library and edit this video. I'm not sure what other clips will be in it, but I wanted to at least get the camera back on me, because I'm getting a little more relaxed talking with the camera. Before I'd just freeze up and I couldn't, and I kept shutting it off, turning it on, shutting it off, turning it on, you know. And all this is for anybody else out there that may have different struggles in life. So this is really weird for me to do, but I'm going through struggles in my life, and I believe in God. No one can ever take my faith away. I have unbreakable faith. If you look at my prior videos, some of that explains some of the things that God's done for me or with me in my life that it's just amazing. So anyway, right now I'm going through, I don't know if it's a test, trial, tough time, whatever, but I know it's going to get better. I just know it, you know, and I can't tell you how I know it, but I know it. And I think that these troubles and the trials I've been going through while living in this camper in Minnesota, as it's getting colder. Anyway, it's really made me think about other people even more, even though I've always cared about people and always helped people throughout my life, you know, to the best of my ability. And it's hard for me to not help people, you know. And actually, in a way, that's one of the things I got to kind of learn to adjust better, because if I can't take care of myself, how can I help other people? You know, it's like we got so many people that have texted me or left me voicemails with, you know, turning to me for help or advice or counsel, because I do have a lot of, I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to sound like a fathead or conceited, but I got a lot of good people skills, and I'm an intelligent person, so I've helped a lot of people because, I don't know, I just just I'm good at it, I guess. I don't know. And but the thing is, well, I'm going through this hard time. I know that if I were to keep trying to help everybody else, I'll sink further. So right now, it's a struggle that's weighing on me a little bit because I want to get back to these people and be able to help them. But right now, I got to get myself back on track to be in a strong place to be able to help them. So, and I'm doing pretty good at it. I mean, considering how I feel sometimes, like life is just really. Hey, like that, Darren. But anyway, it's all part of what is, and it just all happens. But it all teaches us different things, if we keep our minds open to each experience and what can we learn from it, I hope this babbling on is making sense to somebody. But that's what I was getting at. Is my point is with these videos, my church is your church. Stems from me feeling like God wants me to talk about Him more, and share that with the world and my experiences. And as much as I was afraid of this camera, it's like I'm supposed to do this, show all the vulnerable sides of me, and take that risk. So anybody that ever watches these videos, maybe even after I'm long gone, that somebody might get something out of them to see that while they're going through struggles, and maybe that's you watching it, If it is, I'm praying for you, that everything keeps getting better. But by showing this, I'm hoping it gives hope to people so that they can know they're not alone, and that good, it does get better. It does, because so many times in my life where I was just beat down and I just thought it was done, and I just thought I wanted to give up, throw in the towel. And when my mom was still alive, different times that I went through stuff, and then I'd make it through it, and then I'd build stuff up, and then all of a sudden I went from having nothing to then I had a gold wing motorcycle one time and a bunch of other cool stuff, and before that, life was really kicking the crap out of me. That was when I was much younger. But then things got better, and then things happened in life, and then there was another time when things went downhill, and my mom made me look back at all the good times and that the things that I made it through and it went down, and how tough it was, and how I thought, it was not that it couldn't get better, because that when you're in those situations, it's hard. Like I said in my video the other day, it's hard to dream when you're trying to survive, But my mom told me to look back at all the times that I've had really rough times I didn't think I could make it through, and then how much better life got. She said, I want you all to remember that, because when you thought it wasn't going to get... Gosh darn it. Sorry about that. That seems to happen in all my videos. Will I ever learn? Anyway, so she told me to remember that, so that way in the future, if I have a tough time, look back at that when I thought I had a tough time before, and it's not going to get better, and then it did, because she said it'll always remember, it will always get better, My mom gave me a lot of good advice, and she's the one who directed me to God as a child growing up. She sent me to Bible school for when I was little, and I don't know how long I went there. Wasn't real long. I don't know why that was that way. Maybe I don't know if they ended the program or what. There were only a few of us that were in that little group. A few of us little kids, but I was at the Salvation Army down off 7th and Smith Street in St. Paul. There goes another noisy thing. Yeah, I guess that'll always be part of my video. People will start to expect it. If I ever get a video without that noise in it, people will probably be wondering, where's that noise? Anyway, I'm getting babbling about trivial stuff right now, so I guess maybe we should go to the next clip when I'm a little more focused. Okay, I'm back. I was just thinking about how I bounce all over the place. And I kind of wanted to apologize, and I hope that, I don't know if I need to apologize or not, but I hope that you guys can kind of follow along with how my thought process and babbling on about stuff when I'm trying to, I don't know, part of it, I don't know if it's that I'm getting used to this camera or not, but how my subjects just kind of start over here and then I don't finish it, then I end up over there, so bear with me. I'm trying to figure it all out and get better so I can, I don't know, have good stuff coming out. I don't know. But I don't even know if I'll use this clip now. I better put it in, huh? Just to show what my mistakes and that I ain't the best at making videos either. Alright, gotta get to the next clip or something. Alright, I just thought I'd show another quick clip of what's out my other window. I turn the camera around. Right now it looks like there's somebody doing driver's ed training. And I do believe that other SUV over there, it's a guy I met at the library, and that is his home. And he does some traveling around and stuff. And he's working at the forge right now. I was talking to him about it. I don't know if I want to work in another hot environment like that, but if they're hiring, I'll try to get in there because I gotta make some money. And it is better pay, but it's more dangerous work when you're working with molten metals and stuff. But anyway, I just thought I'd add a different clip of the other side of my world out that window. So that's what I'm seeing out the window while I was making the last clip. Anyway, out the other window. So, ta-da! Alright, we're recording again. Let's get to the library. I was just thinking about anxiety because I get it a lot, especially when I start thinking about how am I going to survive to the next day, you know. And in the Bible it tells us not to worry about tomorrow, you know. But let the Lord take care of that. And it's not always easy when we're human beings, you know, flesh. So I do my best, and I talk to God about it, and I kind of argue with him about it, or debate with him, I should say. I'm getting screaming at him. I haven't done that since my brick story. That night I was really laying it on heavy. In my brick story, in my other video, boy, that night I was saying F-bombs at him and everything, boy. Good thing I didn't get zapped by lightning. Anyway, with anxiety, I get it, and I wish I had a good answer for anybody of how to deal with it, you know. I don't take any type of medications. I'm really good for being 57 years old. I'm blessed that way. I got, my cholesterol's good. I don't have diabetes and all that stuff. So I don't know, I mean, that could change in the future, but I hope not. But I've always had faith in the Lord and my health. I mean, sometimes like my health, like if I started getting signs of diabetes or that, well then I started making sure I was eating less sugar or something, you know. I tried watching my diet then, you know. But, and I believe me, I don't eat, it's not like I eat healthy every day. I eat junk food too. That's why I'm a bigger guy. I'm working on that, but I'm a lot better than I used to be. I was almost up to 400 pounds at one point. I'm guessing I'm close to 300 right now, maybe 279 last I weighed, but I don't want to step on a scale right now. I might not like it. Anyway, back to anxiety. Sorry I'm getting sidetracked again. I guess sometimes when I start really getting major anxiety, it's mainly in the morning when I get up, you know, because when you're trying to survive and you can't dream and you're going through stressful stuff, when you wake up, sometimes that's the hardest for me anyway. I guess it's probably the same for a lot of people, you know. And boy, the library sure seems kind of busy. There's still parking spots, but it's pretty busy. Anyway, I guess what I try to do when I'm feeling that anxiety is I talk to God right away and I ask Him to give me the strength or to help me or something, you know. I ask for a lot of stuff. I ask for financial blessings, because that's the biggest part of my stress right now, you know, is income and stuff. God, I wish I was just, I'm a dreamer. I wish I was already just, didn't have to worry about money, so I could just focus on helping people and stuff, you know. But I'll get there eventually, hopefully. I like helping people, and they like it when I help them. Anyway, just another rambling while I was coming over to the library here. Much shorter one down the drive this time, since I was only about a block or so away. So, anxiety, you can meditate. I should shut that off. Okay, you can meditate, I guess, or I talk to God, and I also try to watch something that's positive. You know, I'll try to, I'll go to YouTube a lot, and I try to, so that way I can control what I see. And if you start getting discernment, if you really start asking the Lord for discernment, I think you'll start, as for me anyway, you start just sensing when you're watching something if it's bull crap or whatnot. Not always, maybe, you know, but then I start really watching positive stuff. It's like years ago, I started getting negative about life and the world and stuff, and I realized it's probably because I'm watching the news all the time. All the news is always negative, negative, negative. So I thought, well, I'm going to try watching comedies and stuff and quit watching news. Well, I did that, and I started laughing and giggling a lot more. So from my own experiment, what I do now is I still watch news to keep up with current events a little bit, and I search on mainly on YouTube. I don't watch TV no more, and I try to watch videos with all different views, so I can get, you know, all sides of the story, and then kind of come up with my own perspective on it all. But I try to only do that so much because there's so much negativity out there. So that's one piece of advice I guess I could give to you, is that try not to back off. Watch the stuff you're putting into your mind, and try to put in positive and fun things on a regular basis, even when you're feeling down. You know, if you're having tough times, find comedy that you like or something, and start watching more comedies, and see how much better you start feeling. You might even be able to, even in my tough stuff, I make jokes about my tough struggles and laugh it off, even though that doesn't solve it. But I think it might be a defense mechanism too, because when I was a little kid, I used to laugh instead of crying because I didn't want to cry in front of people. So it was like a nervous thing, and I'd get in trouble with, like in school one time, I was in the office, and the vice principal, I was laughing, and he's telling me, "What do you think, this is funny?" And I was like, "No, I didn't think it was funny. It's just that I was nervous and scared, and I didn't want to cry in front of people, so I'd laugh. It was like a nervous thing." But now, because I watch comedies, I laugh differently. Even in stressful situations, it's more of a real laugh than just a nervous thing. You know, I'm able to see the humor in life, just like there's different types of humor, you know, dark humor and stuff like that. I'm pretty good at seeing different humor. Dark humor, I see it, I understand it, but I don't care for it as much. But anyway, hope you like this video. I'm going to get inside and edit it so I can get it up so you can watch what you're watching right now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Please share it. Help this channel grow. Once again, in the comments, I hope we all can have positive comments in there and help each other out, you know, because I know from my other channel, you know, it's hard to keep up on all the comments, so I hope you all can help me. If you see somebody, you know, reaching out or asking or trying to share something, and you can feel where they're coming from, you know, respond to them in a positive way. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. I don't know if this clip's going to be in this video or the next video, but I guess I guess when you see it, it'll be in this video. Oh, what a mind trip. Anyway, what was I going to say? Don't lose it now, Darren. Oh, I was going to say, from my clip to clip, all my different clips, I know I bounce from different subjects. So I hope you're all enjoying it anyway, even though in one clip I might be talking one thing, and in another clip I might be talking about another thing. I'm just trying my best here and trying to learn it. Hopefully, as I get more used to being on camera and stuff, hopefully it'll come out better. I don't know. I'm just trying. Bear with me. Hope you're enjoying it.